There are no words to describe that. No fucking words to describe that main event. Holy shit. Oh my god. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna be honest. After watching that whole card tonight, that main event just saved the entire show. I'm being honest. That match saved the entire show, and I'm gonna be giving you guys the results of Hell in a Cell. I'm gonna be honest, like, out of all 7 of these matches, only 2 were really good. Only 2 were really good. That being the Raw Women's title match, which kicked off the show, and of course the match between Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins, which ended the show. And we kicked this video off, obviously, with the triple threat match for the Raw Women's title between the champion Bianca Belair, excuse me, and of course the challengers Big Time Becky Lynch and the Empress of Tomorrow Asuka. This was a hell of a match. I gotta be honest, it was pretty good. This was literally a test for Bianca to see if she can really do it, to see if she deserves to be the Raw Women's Champion tonight. 4 dogs in this house. One of them doesn't bark because of a pass with a shock collar. One barks but tries not to. The other one is tiny and barks like hell. And the other one just, I don't know. Anyway, hang on, guys. Sorry, guys, I had gum in my mouth. There we go. Anyway, again, this was a match to determine whether or not Bianca Belair was deserving of the Raw Women's title, and funny enough, she deserved it. This was a hell of a match, but the closing moments of the match, as Becky Lynch was about to pin Asuka, Bianca Belair threw Becky Lynch out of the ring, which gave her the opportunity to pin Asuka and retain the Raw Women's title. Do a little, turnabout's fair play for for Becky Lynch, because she used to do that. Payback is a bitch. But congrats to Bianca Belair on retaining the Raw Women's title. But here's what I find so hilarious. I find it funny that there was only 1 match for SmackDown on this card, given the fact that the Usos, they could have defended the tag titles against some random team. We could have seen Gunther versus Ricochet at Hell in a Cell. Nope. We only got Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin, which I will get to that in a little bit. But next up, we have the almighty Bobby Lashley doing battle with MVP and the Nigerian Giant Omos, and this was one that was very unique, especially given the fact that Omos is like 400 pounds. MVP is almost 300. He's in like the 250 range, and Bobby Lashley, he's nearing the 300 range, which is crazy. But this is the nature of Bobby Lashley. Known, the nature of the Almighty. I should have reworded it differently, but this is the nature of the Almighty. No matter how many people are in a match with him, he always tries to come out on top, and this time was no different because if you guys remember, moments before the match started, Cedric Alexander tried to get back under the happy side of MVP, and unfortunately that did not come to pass, as MVP basically said that the Hurt Business was done, and Cedric was like, okay, It's done. Then fine, it's done. And I'm gonna be honest. It completely backfired on MVP because Cedric Alexander did get involved. He got involved, all right, but supposedly it was supposed to help MVP and Omos, but unfortunately it ended up helping Bobby Lashley as the closing moments of the match. Omos damn near threw Cedric out of the ring, which allowed Lashley to hit Omos with a massive spear and applied the Hurt Lock onto MVP. Thus, MVP tapped out to the Hurt Lock to win his handicap match. Hopefully now this rivalry will finally be over. Only time will tell. Nobody knows. But we now move on to a match that was based on lies. Kevin Owens versus Ezekiel. Not Elias, Ezekiel. There is a difference. This was just a squash match. This was like one of the worst, in my opinion anyway. In my personal opinion, this was the worst match I had ever seen. I'm not even going to justify what happened. All I can tell you is, the only thing I'm going to say is this. Kevin Owens defeated Ezekiel with the stunner, saying that he is Elias. That's all I'm going to say. It's just... just weird, just very weird. But next up we have a six-person mixed tag team match between all three members of the Judgment Day, Rhea Ripley, Edge, and Damian Priest, against the team of Liv Morgan, the Prince Finn Balor, and the phenomenal AJ Styles. We thought, here's the thing, this was a back and forth matchup, probably one of the most insane matches I had ever seen. But the way it ended was just anticlimactic. It was just so anticlimactic. Closing moments of the match, with the help of Rhea Ripley and her distraction, with an assistance to Liv, as Liv attacked Rhea Ripley. Balor was about to hit Edge with the coup de grace, which that backfired. Edge hit Balor with the spear and picked up the victory for the Judgment Day. But we all know when it comes to a rivalry like this, AJ Styles ain't done. He ain't done with Edge. Balor ain't done with Priest. And Liv Morgan ain't done with Rhea Ripley. I have a feeling that this is far from over. 100%. But we now move on to the only SmackDown match on the card. Madcap Moss, new attitude. No jokes. No punchlines. No bullshit. Just straight up whooping that ass against Happy Corbin in a no-hold-barred match, which was very interesting to say the very least. It was a very unique matchup. I gotta hand it to Madcap Moss, even with his neck, with the neck contusions, he was able to pull it out. He completely decimated Happy Corbin by hitting him with the neck breaker that he calls the punchline, and he decided to wrap Corbin's head and neck area with a steel chair, and he took steel steps, the bottom part of the steps, which are like 500 pounds, and he hit Corbin with those steps, giving him the pinfall victory. But we now move on to was this the only title match? Yeah, the only title match on the card, and it was Mustafa Ali challenging Theory for the United States title in Ali's hometown of Chicago, which you would think it would have gave Mustafa Ali more motivation to win the United States title. It did, but it was not enough. Massive injuries to both men. Knee injuries to both men. closing moments of the match. Unfortunately, Theory hit Mustafa Ali with a massive chop block, which allowed Theory to hit Mustafa with the move that he calls 8-Town Down to retain the United States title. But I got a feeling this is far from done between Theory and Mustafa Ali. But we now move on to the main event. Inside Hell in a Cell, the only match that took place inside Hell in a Cell. I don't know why they have a premium live event called Hell in a Cell. You should have at least 3 or 4 Hell in a Cell matches, but no, only 1. Why that's the case is beyond me. I have no idea, but it was Seth freaking Rollins one-on-one with the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, and we found out that Rhodes had suffered an injury during training earlier on in the day, and the injury was rather unique. The injury that he sustained was a partially torn right pectoral tendon, which happened during his brawl with Rollins last week on Raw. However, while training, while lifting weights, he actually tore the pectoral tendon right off the bone, but he still competed inside Hell in a Cell. What was the end result of the training? Well, it was this, and I'm going to show you guys because I snapshotted it off of my Instagram. Shoutouts to the Instagram account BT Sport WWE. No copyrights. Yeah, no copyrights. You guys know how this works with the algorithm. This is the end result, but I warn you guys, viewer discretion is advised. Ready? Yeah. That bad. It was that fucking bad. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. You would think, with that kind of injury, you would think, oh, simple. Seth Rollins wins. Exploit the shoulder, exploit the arm, rip it out. He wins. Wrong, sir, everybody. Wrong, sir. It is a wrong, sir, for you all. This match was back and forth. Most of the match went to Cody Rhodes. Most of the match went to Seth Rollins. It ended up being back and forth. And at the closing moments of the match, Cody Rhodes, with his arm, with his arm and pectoral being that bad, hit Seth Rollins with, not 1, not 2, but 3 crossroads and a sledgehammer to the face. And he picked up the victory. How the fuck he did that is beyond me, but I can guarantee you tomorrow night he's gonna make the announcement that he will be needing surgery. That with an injury that bad, he's definitely gonna be needing surgery, and he'll definitely be out for at least 6 months. 6 months easy. 6 months easy, because this happens exactly to guys like John Cena, guys like Randy Orton, guys like Christian, if you guys remember him, Captain Charisma. This happened to all 3 of them. Cena was out only like 3-4 months, came back in the 2008 Royal Rumble match. Randy Orton was out for only like 5-6 months, came back at Unforgiven in 2008, if I remember correctly. Not only that, but with Christian was the exact same way. He came back another 7 months later. It's the same thing is happening to Cody Rhodes, and he's only been back in WWE for a couple months. So what does that say about Cody Rhodes? It means that he came back strong, but not strong enough. So I can guarantee you that if he does say that he's going to need surgery, and he misses, and he says that he'll miss Money in the Bank, he could potentially be out until after next year's WrestleMania, which will be located right here in my hometown of LA. So, only time will tell. But that brings me to the question of the day. What were your guys' thoughts on the Hell in a Cell show? And who do you think should be Mr. and Miss Money in the Bank? Let me know down in the comments below. And that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. And if you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more premium live event result videos in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And as always, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. All the links will be down in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you guys want to send me and you guys want me to open it up on the channel, all the info will be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.